But she needs a cross that was worn by a demon, a human name, and an enchanted belt.
I thought we saved after this. We'll try and take that one. See if it's... No, looks like it might just start from the top. Okay. That's okay.
But she needs a cross that was worn by a demon. Then she hid under the bench.
What a job you have. Worse than fighting the...
This is a change of...
What's it?
The bath now, Vasilis.
What demon is necessary for the book to open the Aspen seal?
I already answered this. Oh, and it's been a week and my brain has already...
That Abdirija switched the girl with an aspen log. A log is a demon itself.
Well done, Vasya. The changeling from the theory. The question is, should we waste our time?
We can't abandon it.
If I were you...
Only a devil will
We haven't heard of such a child up until now.
Right. The demon...
You'll
I'm
help me
skipping this because
We will.
we've already been through this.
What should we start with? Huh? What was it she asked for?
I believe we were starting with the belt.
Woven by a witch.
This is not as simple as it seems. I know this witch, but she's not an easy woman to deal with. We'd better...
Well, let's start.
Very well. Vasilisa and I are There's nothing for you to do there, Kolya.
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say it. The spinner can't stand. You got it?
What should I say to get...
Good question. Keep your air. Remember, do not, and you might as well disregard. Now, if you show you are of knowledge, if she doesn't like you, or should you let anything sleep, they got it.
Understood, Grandpa.
Yes, it's I've arranged.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
If I only knew, we could fly. But and another thing, there's this rich fellow, Petrov is his name. He asked me to check on his field. Says demons are ruining his crops. It's not far from Pintek. It's so happy.
Okay. Let's check. Yes, they're still busy. Have fun, you lot. We got a knowledge point, I think. That's good. I want to say we took, yeah. Makes them visible. I can do doing it well or doing it poorly. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, did I read this one? I don't think so. Vanix. Oh, the Banya. It's not such a simple place. First, there's the master of Banya, with whom you can bargain. There are other wonders as well. One time a soldier came to the village. He thought it was time he started a family. But all his peers had already married, so that there were just widows and young girls left unmarried. The former soldier started to do all sorts of strange things to show off his strength. One time he lifted a house with his bare hands and threw his cap underneath. Another time he cleaved a pile of wood with one strike. So the villagers said to him, Go and fetch a stone from the banya, where no one dares to go and where a light burns at night. We'll know when you're not afraid. Know then that you're not afraid of anything. But you must go at midnight. They made a deal. It was frightening to go at midnight, but he went anyway, and there was indeed a light burning. Okay. We have 19. I think I'm okay with this for now. Ba-ba-ba-da-da-ba-bum. Okay. We did one sin. I don't even remember what it was. It's fine. A book merchant. Okay. Cannot travel at the... Oh, wait. Did we? Yeah, we still have to... play cards. That's new.
What was that with the stove? As if I'd believe that you forgot how to kindle it. And then you got a bit too scared when the demon girl grabbed you with the fire.
It is as you say, Vaisa. It's not about the stove. I don't know what's wrong with me. There was this one incident. Since then, I'm not myself when I see any fire. I'm scared of it, something awful. That's exactly the reason why the lads dared me to go to the banya. They heard the rumors and wanted to have a bit of fun at my expense. Only I'm not one to give up so easily.
But why? What's wrong with fire?
Oh, it's a long story.
Do you plan to marry that girl or not?
Let's help her first, won't we? She must be a strong girl to pull through that sort of thing. Maybe God sent her.
A demon? Sent by God?
Hee hee. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hi.
Well, she said she was a changeling, didn't she? The girls of my age are all married. Who would marry an old soldier anyway? Only a demon.
About the fire. Would it take very long to tell the story?
Maybe not that long. Anyway, don't be such a bath broom. I'll tell you some other time. Don't you have anything else to do?
So how did you end up a soldier?
Well, they took me as a recruit. You were just a kid then, and don't remember much about it, I gather. Old Yegor just took you in after your parents.
Well, when you went into the service, was it by your own choice?
Aye, by choice. To be honest, some other lad drew the lot, but we have a large family, and I'm a hot-headed guy.
Right, and a fine one.
Ha! Quite right. It was my decision. I made my way to my field regiment, and they sent us to fight the Turks.
Did they give you your cross there?
Aye, that's a different story. I'll tell it later.
I can play cards? What kind of cards are we playing? I don't... Okay, good. Dirac, huh? Your goal is to use up all your cards. The last person left with cards in their hands is a loser, the fool, or Dirac. Players take turns attacking the player next to them with one or more cards. Attack Nikolai with a 6 of hearts. Nikolai beat you with his king. Press end turn. Okay. At the end of each round, the players take turns drawing new cards until they have 6 in their hand. It starts with the first attacker this round. You can tell me what this is about? No? Nikolai attacked you with his 8 of clubs. To defend from this card and put it in the discard pile, you need to play a card of the same suit, but one higher in rank. Excellent. It's your turn again. Start with your next attack. Play the 7s of diamonds. Okay. Although Nikolai beat your card with 10 of diamonds, you may launch a new attack with a card of the rank that has already been played. For instance, you can now attack with a 10 or another 7. Nikolai gave up and took the cards, for he has nothing to beat them with. This turn is yours. Before letting you play on your own, we have to discuss trump cards. Note the trump card. The trump suit is stronger than other suits and can beat all other cards, even those of the different suit and even those that are higher in rank. For instance, a trump 10 will even beat a king. Okay. Since cards with trump suit are stronger, you should decide whether to use them at your first convenience or save them for a crucial point. By the way, the player who has the lowest ranking trump card on his hands goes first. Good luck. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Trump. Okay. Hmm. That's interesting. Very simple game. Hmm. Boop. Last card. Okay. I don't think I get much for that, but that was fun.
Vasilisa, listen. Thank you for your help with the Banya.
Don't thank me yet. We still need to free the girl.
It's just that I wouldn't be able to go at all if it weren't for you. Here, I want to give you this. Here, take it.
Eloquence Black.
What's
Okay.
that? A deck of playing cards or something?
Sure is. Been saving them for some time. They are antique, but first class.
Antique
I'll
cards.
teach you to play if you wish.
They say the devil himself is not averse to a good game of Durak.
Sure, let's play again. Why not? Oh, hey! Grandpa's playing. Seems you're playing a dangerous opponent. You sense that your opponent has mastered the art of witching the rock. It means that your opponent will be able to transform his regular cards into trump cards at the worst possible moment. Be careful. Oh, Diego is cheating? It plays very differently when there's lots of people or multiple people. Oh, we just keep going. Okay. Boop. Dang. Defeat indeed. Listen, I'm gonna play one more time. Oh, just up against you, huh? We're gonna start with the hearts then. Anyhow, I don't think I get anything for that, but it is fun. Alright. Let's go talk to this book merchant.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Be wise and go forth. No literal serve as your daily bread.
Hmm. What do you have? Not use word slots. I don't know what that means, actually. It's 2 after each use. Moves a negative status, has a pretty decent heal. I don't have a lot of money right now. But thank you, book merchant. Alright. Small forest situated near the road from Vilgord to Yantik. I don't remember how to pronounce that one. I'm sure it's been said.
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast. You dig a small grave and push the dead man inside. You read a prayer and continue your journey.
Let's see, Solomon Marshes. People rarely venture into these marshes since they're not really inhabited by anyone. Various spirits have made this area their dwelling.
You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area. The stakes are high in this demonic game. Your soul versus the girl's freedom.
Okay. That sounds like fun, though. Let's go. With my hearts. Yeah, I thought as much. What do you next? And? Okay. I don't have any trump cards left. Well, You? He hasn't had to pick up anything for a hot minute. There we go. Haha! We win! Huh. Didn't see that. Luskoy Ravine. Peasants spotted a great whirlwind in this ravine a few days ago and asked me to check it out.
All of a sudden, the tops of the trees rattle and clang. Alarmed, birds fly away, screaming in fear. You see a whirlwind filled with loose branches and dust from the road, headed your way. Your mentor removes a knife from his shirt and throws it at the whirlwind. It dissolves into a throng of enraged demons.
Alright. What do we have? Let's see. Summons more. Okay. What is this? Increases. Okay. Go. Six. Pretty sure I meant to click on you, but that's okay. Big boy. I wanted to use that on them. Well, oh well. that yet. We're gonna be in trouble here in a little bit. Four, 8. Yeah, we're in trouble, all right. Well. Really should have been. Hold on. Can I start this over? Restart battle. Yes. Oh. Oh, I don't want. There we go. This first decreases their damage. Put that on them. I don't have a whole lot else to do right now. Up a key. They're gonna do damage to me this turn, so we gotta... Chunk. Chunk. All good. Okay. Five, 4. What I've got. Okay, let me see. I don't need... these are all keys. Four, three, one. So well versed. Okay. Oh yeah. Priest Wolvus. No. I'll swap these out. Okay. Back to our map. Village near the Kama River.
Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests. You offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your zagavers, furious winds send the suddenly worried guests scurrying home. The host rewards you with some of the dishes from a banquet table.
Cool. Old idol. Caucasus, somewhere in the woods, stands an old pagan Permian idol. Okay.
Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent.
Hi, Grim. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Jordan mythology. The Urals offer a peculiar blend of religions. The veiled paganism of Russian Christianity is overlaid by the paganism of native peoples, who are not always Christianized. For instance, some of the Mahdi and Udmurt peoples do not adopt Christianity but kept their ancestors' traditions. The Komi people adopted the new religion but mixed in their former beliefs. Even more complex was the confluence of Nikon's reforms with the traditions of the Old Believers who fled to the Ural and Siberia during the Raskol or schism. It is simply impossible to discuss the religious situation of the Urals with the singular notion of double belief. Road to be at night. Yep. Yes. Anyway. People rarely venture into these marshes since they're not really inhabited by anyone. Various spirits have made it their dwelling.
You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims.
Why not?
You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprised, the girl follows you.
Willisov Woods. Grim words by the spinner's house.
You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently.
Vekshitas? Vekshitas? The word for witch, Vedma, takes its root from the word Vedat, to know, to have some degree of knowledge. A Vedma is traditionally a woman versed in knowing and performing magic. They were often called Veksha, Vekshitsa, Vekshitsa, something like that. From Veksha, squirrel. It is a phonetic distortion of the word Veshitsa. Veda Yurushaya? Long word. One who knows. According to Chardin mythological texts, such a woman could turn into a squirrel, allowing her to enter a house through the chimney and steal an unborn child from an expectant mother. According to the same text, witches often gathered atop a mountain to celebrate by roasting children over a fire. Witches performed black magic, cast the evil eye upon people and livestock, stole milk from the cow's udders, and shared knowledge of love spells and love potions. Love magic is akin to black magic. They could be the wives of colduns and draw magic from their husbands. In Sheridan, Yurizet, they were believed to appear as regular women and were seldom depicted as the ugly hags that featured prominently in Europe. As knowers, they were able to communicate with shorts.
You summon the strength to go to Pantek and tell them about the dead body. You see the despair in the eyes of the peasants. It seems the girl was well loved in the village.
The village. This is a large and rich village, the center of Yanteg Bolos. There's an old church of the Epiphany, and it's notorious for being haunted. There's also a new one, that of Ilya the prophet.
You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
I don't have the time.
Come on, your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
All right, I have a little bit of time.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Okay. I like listening to the songs. Hilltop settlements. In Piantic, there are several small villages scattered throughout the nearby forests and woods. Seems like a nice place to live.
On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasilisa. God bless.
God bless. Huh. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch? You moved it quite far.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour, only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folks silenced me right away. Huh. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
You know what? Sure, why not?
All right, consider them cursed.
You whisper a few spells into the wind. The evil eye will cast its gaze upon the man's enemies. But will it even do him any good?
They
Who
won't
knows?
be able to say a word at the next village meeting. You can be sure about that.
Thank you. Finally, here is some money.
You take the money and go on your way.
We can do a little bit of cursing, why not? Anyway. Pashkov Ravine. There's no shortage of waterfalls and ravines when you travel around Cherdyn. Always tripping over. Cherdyn. This part right here. Uezd. Don't even know if that's correct, but anyway. They say further to the west, one can even see mountains that surrounded the region. Not surrounded past tense, that would be wild.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's Head. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Okie dokie. Let's save one more. Ooh, not load. Save one more time. To the spinner's hut. There's a witch hut just outside Pianteg village. The spinner is a powerful and famous knower. Even in Vilgort, people have heard of her. Some of the girls went to her for love potions. Odigor doesn't offer such services. Ooh, smoky music.
The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path.
Else here, okay.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A burning coal that serves as an eye socket stops you in your tracks.
Oh, joy! And Noah, are we? Finally, some fun! My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles. Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
I want to look around first.
I'm not done looking around.
Quite a grim place. It's places like this that give witches a bad reputation.
I'm going to talk to you next.
So, how do you like this Isba? Ours is quite a bit cozier, isn't it? Go speak to that skull. He's a doorman of sorts here. That's the spinner for you, always thinking up something crazy.
What's with the yarn on the paths?
You see it, do you? Ordinary folk don't. The yarn binds some poor Christians to the spinner. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had better go and speak to the doorman.
No, I want to ask questions.
What do you mean, speak to the skull?
I mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to chat with it. We, knowers, are used to this sort of thing. It's something new the spinner thought up. Skulls such as these used to hang on the trees around here like effigies of sorts. This one is used as a kind of test. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but she's not familiar with you.
What else should I know about the spinner?
Hush, child. These skulls report every little detail to that witch. Keep your lips sealed.
Witch. Every night there was a sound of wailing and hammering all around her Isba. Torts themselves can't be seen by ordinary men, but I found a secret passage in some hymn book that said you needed to look through a wedding ring to see them. One time I was walking along, and I saw the witch walking in front of me, flapping and swinging her arms around with a... I see the translation is... Esther on her back. Esther? Anyway, so I looked through my ring, and what did I see? Bugs and flies of all colors swarming out of the pestes and stinging her. As we were walking by a herd, the witch grabbed a bunch of bugs from the air and threw them towards the herd. The chorts flew at the cows, stung them all over, and returned back to the pester. They had had their fill. Don't you shake a winds. Okay. Alright.
There are many different skulls and charms.
Let's go, bud.
Ready to solve some riddles?
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl. There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright. A cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Correct. You solved the riddle. Only dead men don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass. Or you may try to guess another.
Why not?
Let's riddle some more.
Listen to the second riddle.
Gets me XP.
Lame chicks in a lawn, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a ditch, can't move an inch.
Lame chicks sing along, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a ditch, can't move an inch.
I don't remember if we have anything about what this is. Probably not. This is called Doom. I don't know what this one means. Well,
The priests are singing for the dead. It's a funeral procession.
Correct. You guessed it. I remember those songs. You'll hear them too soon enough. You may pass, or you may try to guess another.
yeah.
Let's riddle some more.
Steal a quine, tale of twine.
Steal a quine, tale of twine. Well, that's easy. I'm here to see the spinner after all. It's a needle and a thread.
Correct. You guessed it. Look at you. You should know your riddles. That makes you a powerful witch. Well, you may pass. We can riddle some more. No eyes involved, just like that, for curiosity's sake.
You just keep riddling?
Let's riddle some more.
Listen to the fourth riddle. Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech.
Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech. A shadow walks with no legs behind a man.
Huh, right you are. I can riddle you another one.
Let me crack one more.
The ship broke to bits over meadows and deeps, over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money, no books.
The ship fell to bits over meadows and deeps, over cities and streets. No popes and no dukes can bring it anew. No money, no books. Truth cannot be found in cities.
That's okay.
No, wrong. Well, I've no more. In the darkness, you'll find some riddles you can solve with the words alone. And in the darkness, eyes will burn with a fierce flame.
What are you talking about?
Go to the spinner. I won't delay you any further.
All right then. I'm off to see the spinner.
Must have been stars. That was crap between the two on that one. Girl, you ominous.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the Black Book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
I see you're a fine girl and a smart one. Yes, I heard your replies to the riddles. To be a knower is not all demonic affairs. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
We met your doorman. What of that skull?
Some lousy Khaldun. And Yerit Neek, God rest his soul, hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around the house.
We saw a dead girl in Villas of Woods.
That was Marfa, I would guess. Didn't have money for a love potion. Was quite desperate, I gather. Well, it serves her right.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her? You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving the best belts, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
So I am. You aren't here without reason. I can indeed make good belts. You've become a knower, so I'll give you an enchanted belt. So what are you going to do with your chorts?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them. Well, make them suffer, of course. Give them some back-breaking work.
That's how you should treat them. Torment those filthy creatures. Only knowers can do some good. Well, turns out you're a good knower, girl. I'll give you a belt as a gift. Here, it's a good one. Later, I'll put you in touch with a pupil of mine. A fine man. Maybe it'll work out for the two of you,
Thank you for the belt, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Well, thank you, Kapitolina. See you again sometime.
See you soon. Farewell.
Yeah. That's one thing.
Spinner
All right.
is no simple witch.
Yeah.
It's not the last time we'll hear of her. Well done. The meeting couldn't have gone better.
Oh, I wasn't expecting my scroll wheel to affect that. Okay.
All right, we've got the belt. Now we must plan our next moves.
I moved my scroll wheel and I went.
And now
Good to keep in mind, I
find a
guess.
cross and a name.
Let's go for the name.
First, I would like to get a name for the girl.
Well, go to Vilgurt. You'll find a priest there. Kolya, you should go too.
It's decided then.
Cool.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
What sort of spirits are those Baniks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like Susietko in an izba. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the Banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worship the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yan or Voipil.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right, where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first at Prokopi. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of shorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these shorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle. All sorts, you name it. Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
Still busy. Aye, aye. Oh, I got another knowledge.
We should tell everyone about the Chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. What are you going to do with your new bride?
Well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent izba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful, though. Who knows? The Bannock might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all.
It's a cute expression.
How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Plevna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any Chorts there?
Worse, the cannon fire was so loud that all the Chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this Redut ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redut?
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen, I think God helped me. I went from the side and then found some barrels full of gunpowder and lit them. They blew up. Started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams. I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that Redut and those screams. I fished the cross from the River of Blood, Vaisa. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now? Ah.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Hello.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house.
Hello.
I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
Okay. I want to play cards again. Hmm. Victory! Okay. Time to go. Izba. Oh, Diegor's Izba. I should search for evil spirits in the forest near the Izba and get rid of any shorts. Okay. And 9 hit points on that guy. Do that. I already have a waste on you. That'll work for now. Let me go. with one of those. Alright. A peddler. Peddler is a traveling merchant. Among his wares, one can sometimes find an occasional enchanted item. Oh.
Buy an amulet and a trinket. Buy a potion, then drink it. You'll be as healthy as a boar, demons fleeing from your roar.
What do you have? Oh, I can sell stuff? That's cool. Expensive though. Let's see, is there anything here I can... Well, maybe if I sell stuff. Once. Ash. Vampirism? Oh, tempting. Not super useful. Also, it's plus 12 health on it. Let's see. Sell that. That. Yeah. Thanks. Rashalka Backwaters. No one has seen any snakes here for several days. I suppose I drove off those creatures. Drove off these creatures. It should be quiet here now, and I don't mind walking through a quiet grove by the river.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen, as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of the forest walked this path. What's strange is that in the middle of the clearing, a single tree stands undamaged. You come closer and realize that the tree was saved by the Prikrish herb that grows among its roots. You bow to the plant and cut it down. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
To the crossroads! These crossroads always had a bad reputation, and not by chance. I've learned that in person. It seems that where the roads meet, the border between worlds grows thin.
Near the covered crosses, you notice a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. It would seem that someone still visits these old graves. With sadness, you wonder if dead men need any treats. You leave some coins and rest a bit before continuing on your journey.
Okay. Double belief. Even after the adoption of Russian Christianity, some aspects of paganism remained. To a certain extent, there was an exchange of supreme pagan deities for Christian ones, with the inferior ones becoming evil spirits. This concept is best characterized by the notion of double belief, an everyday mingling of one's religious beliefs and a worldview that includes elements of two religions. Double belief is a sort of doublethink, incertitude, or tenuous indecisiveness about both religions. People believe in both Christian dogmas and esoteric teachings. Russians observe the holidays of Maslenitsa and Ivan Kupala, both of which have pagan origins. Broken cart. This could be a trap, but who cares?
A cart has gone off the road, but no one seems to be around, neither its owner nor the horses. The cart itself is empty except for one jewelry box, obviously left behind by the owners. Its lid is slightly ajar. Glass shards of various colors gleam inside, reflecting the moonlight.
What have you done, you rascal? Each Kaloon has his chorts. For a long time we suspected our uncle Kolyan to be a knower, but we hadn't seen his chorts. One time I climbed up into the attic, searched everywhere, and found a jewelry box. It had lots of glass shards that looked just like candies. Green ones, yellow ones, blue ones, red ones. I started to look them over, seeing how they sparkled. Suddenly there was the sound of someone on the stairs. Uncle Kolyan had returned from mowing. "What have you done, you little rascal?" he screamed. "The chorts won't let me rest now. They'll torture me to death." And that's precisely what happened. Our uncle fell ill and died a year later. One shouldn't disturb chorts.
You carefully pick the item up and get ready to go on your way.
Black demons. Huh. Free to all enemies. Well. Kolva Bridge. We're not going that far. We're going here. Bank of the Kolva. The road to Vilgort winds. Oh, goodness. The road to Vilgort winds along the picturesque bank of the Kolva River. Blah, 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 blah. Tripping over my tongue. Okay.
From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror. The soul has plenty of time to escape the trap, while you and the Chorts are busy agreeing on the bets.
I just like that I can play cards against them. Alright, diamonds. We're gonna start with you. I should have taken it sooner. Well, let's see. Oh. I'm gonna lose this. I wonder if I lose if we just go into a fight, or if I just... Curious. Beats. Huh, game over. Okay, we'll try again.
From afar, you hear two demons argue. The soul has plenty of time to...
Here we go. Card player. Open our book. That's two. Get rid of one of those. Oop. Volva Bridge. Bridges connect two riverbanks, thus they act as a kind of border between worlds. It's well known that borders are a favorite place for spirits to dwell.
On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears. You interfere in the fight and try to tell the peasants about the demons manipulating them. Unfortunately, they no longer listen to reason. When they find out that you need to get to the other bank, one of them violently shoves you past their carts. Their angry voices can be heard for quite a long time.
Yeah. Lopotskoy Lake. A curved lake on the left bank of the Kolva.
By the icy smooth surface of the lake, you notice a horse, anxiously shaking its mane. A couple of demons are tugging on its bridle, trying to steal it from its master, who is asleep beneath a slope nearby. The demons turn out to be Yegor's former chorts. Your mentor and the evil spirits exchange pleasantries, and the Khaldun lets them go with their prey.
Oh, okay. Poor horse. Eastern Woods. The woods near the old riverbed of the Kolva do not yet have a name of their own, so everyone just calls them the Eastern Woods, or the Eastern Grove.
You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing coming from the woods. You can only guess what this late-night commotion is all about. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khaldoons, unknown to you, are trying to agree on the price of a pile of copper samovars. One of them looks deeply upset and constantly knocks on one of the items. It seems he wants to demonstrate its quality. You notice a pair of red eyes peeking out from the samovar. You buy one of the samovars from the bewildered Khaldoons. They hurriedly gather the rest of the wares and disappear into the forest. As soon as they are gone, your samovar turns into a demon.
Yep, that's what I thought would happen. Oh, you a junkie. Hello. Old barns. Long ago, people stored hay and grain here. Then, around 30 years ago, several barns burned down. People believe this place to be cursed, and these are now abandoned. Now the barns are built further to the east.
Black silhouettes of the old Avins look like lurking demons. You search one barn after another, but there's nothing of value inside. You sigh and get ready to leave when a chill runs through you. You notice dark, demonic figures in one of the old barns.
Greetings, Master of the Avin. Let me pass into your domain.
Ah, alive one. The peasants left me here. I'm to live here for another 40 years. You can hear me, I gather. That means you're a witch. Come into my barn, then, and listen to my story. I have centuries of wisdom to share. Might be of use to demon knowers like you.
Thank you, kind host. I'm always looking to learn.
Well, listen.
It seems as if many hours have passed, but the stars haven't moved an inch. You leave the barn having learned quite a lot.
Nice. Cemetery near Redskin Village. The village is small, but it has its own cemetery. I should check it out. Maybe I can catch some demons there.
You see a flickering light among the graves. You come closer, trying not to make a single sound. Soon, you see that one of the fresh graves is being dug up by an acquaintance of yours.
Why, you startled me, Vasilisa. I thought that the devil had come for me.
Serves you right, loafing about cemeteries at night. Don't you know it's a sin?
What are you doing at such a late hour? In a cemetery of all places.
This is none of your business, Visa. And look who's talking. Good girls stay home during the late hours.
I can already tell that you're digging up a grave. What a sin!
Don't talk to me about sins. People say that you're a witch now. Phew. My grief makes me dig. I need to take one last look at him. One last time.
Well, I mean, our character wants to bring her husband back from hell, so... I feel like it would just be... Okay. Giant spider going... Brrr. Yeah, I'm talking about
Listen
it
to me.
anyway.
It is not proper digging up graves. You said that I'm a witch. So I am. I know a thing or two. Listen, one time, do you know Dashka from Pilva? She had it worse than you. Her son died. She missed him terribly, and so she went to dig him up. She dug all night, and didn't manage to finish the job. So she came back the second night. She dug and dug. Suddenly, a white dog jumped out of the grave. It followed her to her house. Must have been the soul of her son. It was certainly a sin.
By the end of the tale, the peasant can't hold back his tears. You help him get out of the half-dug grave and fill it back up. As you do this, you notice an Adam's head growing nearby and take it. You say goodbye and continue on your journey.
All right. Trinity Church. The church stands atop the northern slope, the most scenic spot in Vilgort. I had a burp. It was built with white stone, and at night it looks like it glows. In the sun, it shines even brighter.
You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu!
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an Orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
Menology. Menology? Sviatse. It's the best rendition I can make of that. Are calendars of the Orthodox Church. Church liturgical books that denote the days of remembrance for saints and the annual cycle of church holidays. They were included in many I can do this. I know how to pronounce it. Liturgical Books and indicate the features of worship services for any given day. Among peasants, Svetsi were often used to decide the name of a child. A child would receive one of the names of the saints who were being venerated that day by the Orthodox Church.
It can't be. Are you expecting?
No, we want to give a name to a demon.
Just up and like, yeah, we want to give it to a changeling girl.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. That chart tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Svatsi turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider? What if it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer? That would be a sin for sure.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasya. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
Kolya, she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name.
You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Thank you, Father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. Cold wind seems to penetrate you to the bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits. You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, O wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one, do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth, render good service to our people, bring forth pleasant rain. Joy to plowmen, glory to you, fierce one.
Sagavors are special ritual texts. Reading them might produce specific magic effects. They were used to cure illness, protect from evil spirits, and harm ill-wishers. For instance, Kholduns chant a Zagavor when creating Zalom, wheat ears tied in a special way. Zagavors are characterized by their almost poetic language and structure. It consists of a commencement, the beginning of the Zagavor, an order, a wish posed in the text, and a key, specific words anchoring the actions of the ritual.
You finish reciting the Zagavor, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creatures. First you curse it, then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Kholduns?
Ha! Humans, always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain? My name is Andriko. And you, I've heard about you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You used the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
I'm racking my brain, but
Possible good can Broken Rye do?
Oh, you disappoint me. All right, here's the thing. The peasants will have a bad harvest this year. That is so. But it will make them search for new, better ways to grow wheat. So when the real famine comes, people will be ready. Their newly gained skills will help them overcome the true hardships. As you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go our separate ways?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across the Zalom.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's to blame.
The Zalom caused this chort to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chort? You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Ha! Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been enchanted when I arrived. Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I started. I'll send some dry winds, and after that, I'll be your servant. The famine will cause death in heaps.
I have all the chorts I need. Don't be a glib with me. Tell me.
1-2 fights. Which might be difficult. With another boss type. Let's find out!
Enough talking. I'll definitely banish you from this field.
Master summons more evil spirit. Of course you do. Of course you do. Oh, I started with these. Doesn't seem to be attacking me this turn, so we're just gonna... end turn. Page, okay. We're gonna save you, so... It gave me a bad hand to start with for me. Game. Fence. Okay. Hey now, I know I have a bunch of attack things in my deck. Where are they? Alright. Okay, you're going to attack. You're still defending. would be blocked, but I could have kept it. But that's okay. We're attacking this turn. Six. I'll take some damage, I think. Actually, I'm not going to. I forgot I have the other one on. Fine. Whew. A lot more than 7 you just did. That's okay. These are locked now. I have waste for you, though. Times 3. Let's see. Don't believe I have a negative status. I have ward. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Well, if it was, it was. All right. End it again. I can put waste on you. And I can heal.
Shouldn't have got in my way.
And yet I have. Deal with it.
Alright. I should have kept those too. I'm making mistakes with this. We'll see if we, survive. Which we might not. We're attacking again. Okay, we're gonna restart this battle. Let's go again. Three again. First.
Shouldn't have got in my way.
And yet I have. Deal with it.
Steal some stuff from me. 5. And okay. You're doing more defense, huh? Okay. Oh, I don't need to waste that early. What other herbs do we have? Oh, I do have a break herb. That next turn. Please. I'm gonna use that one. Going to hurt. Owie. He's going to be reduced. We're just gonna take it. Besides, we get the 6. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, waste is locked now. Rude. Alright, that's the end for you. Back. Sensor turned on, yeah. Frank's status waste +2! Oh man, I love using this. That's beautiful. Thick. Wonderful. Okay. That fight took a minute.
So the name of the girl will be...
Okay. That is going to be it for today. If you like what I do, please consider giving me a follow or subscribe. Both these things help me out all the time. And it's my birthday. So, you know, maybe at any point in time when someone's watching this, it won't be my birthday anymore, but it was my birthday when this was recorded, so, you know, I'm just a little birthday clown. Thank you again to everybody who gave me well wishes for my birthday. And let me see. Tomorrow's stream may either get pushed back or canceled, depending on, we've got somebody, they have some services come into the house in the evening, so we'll see. I'll keep you all posted. I would like to not, because I skipped it last week in favor of getting my anniversary stream rendered. Anyhow, that's pretty much it. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, butts. And I hope to catch you next time, okay? Bye. Bye now. Bye.